McCann, left side. And Gunnar Henderson, monster shot. The Orioles have the lead. It's a home run for JT Realmuto.
Guys, I don't even know what to say. Big League Bucks, guys.
My name is James McCann. I currently play Major League Baseball for the Baltimore Orioles. Just finished my 9th full season, parts of 10 or 11 years in the big leagues. I actually grew up in Santa Barbara, California. I attended the University of Arkansas, and that was where I was introduced to a deer stand and a duck blind. And that's exactly when I knew I wasn't going back to California. It was about 9 o'clock at night when I started packing. Got all my hunting stuff, got my bags loaded. By the time I was ready for bed, it was midnight, and my alarm went off at 3:30 a.m. And I drove starting about 4, got here right at lunchtime. It was about an 8.5 hour drive, and I was in the stand by 2:45 yesterday. What's up, y'all? We're here at Carter's Big Island. Just got climbed up in the stand. It's about 2:45. Got a good wind for this stand today. Hopefully we get a good buck to cooperate. Stay tuned for some more action. This is the first time I've ever hunted Kansas. A couple of young bucks walked out, a spike and a 4-point walked out real early, almost within 30 minutes of sitting down. And after they took off, it was pretty much dead for about 2 hours. And then next thing you know, a doe walked out, a couple of more young bucks walked out, and then, I mean, we had probably 10 deer on us as the sun went down and it got dark. No shooters, but anytime you have deer on you, anytime you're seeing the rutting activity, it's a lot of fun. We had a 3.5-year-old 8-point. I started calling him Patches because he's missing hair on the side of him. And he was in there forever. He was eating, he was making scrapes, and he was doing a little bit of chasing of the doe, not too much, but more so annoyed when the young bucks were. So that first hunt was phenomenal. Kansas is an incredible place. First time here. I can't wait to see what else Kansas has in store. All right, well, we're finishing up day 1 at camp. Had a really good hunt, a couple of young bucks early, and then late saw quite a few bucks actually. They're definitely up on their feet. Hopefully tomorrow someone's able to get one on the ground.
What did you see over there, rookie?
We did see the old 10, we believe. So we have eyes on him. It started out slow, but it did heat up towards the end. So looking forward to a hot tomorrow.
It's always good when I call and they're like, "Oh, we saw the 10, or maybe the 8." Not sure. What do you got up there, cameraman?
We swear we saw the 10.
So this morning, woke up at 5 a.m.
Gunner, it's time to go kill a big one.
Oh, there he is. What's up, boss?
Oh, he missed.
Come on, Gunner.
Hey. Oh, my.
There you go.
Did you eat those crackers last night?
I was having to defend myself with them throughout the day yesterday.
Got a nice little cup of coffee. Got dressed, headed out to the stand. Went to the same spot we went last night, the mosquito stand. We've had deer on us pretty much all morning. A couple of does that came and hung out. A spike. A couple other young bucks. Just saw a decent 10, probably 3.5-year-old 10. But the bucks are definitely responding. We rattled a little bit. See if we can't get something else to come in and get us a shot. First morning was good. Weather's decent. It's going to warm up a little bit this afternoon, but we're going to go ahead and switch things up, head over to the river stand. So let's hope that something cooperates so we can get something on the ground. All right, we're back out here. It's the afternoon of November 2nd. Changed up the spot. We're at the river stand. We got the river right here. Here at Carter's Big Island. There's a lot of duck hunting that goes on, so they're actually flooding the field behind us. And we stayed out here the last couple of days. They're still using a tractor to do some work, but it hasn't really affected the deer. So we're hoping that a big one cooperates and gives us a shot tonight. So for me, deer hunting especially, but all types of hunting, duck as well. Just getting out in the woods and being able to get into a quiet space and kind of go through my thoughts and have some alone time, talk to God, pray. It's definitely some time where I get to sit back and think about the baseball season, think about the whirlwind of being gone from home from February all the way through October, and just kind of is a mental reset. It's a time where I get to visit my spiritual side with God and have alone and that alone time and just the quiet, being out in nature.
We're back here at the mosquito stand. It's November 4th. Here at Carter's Big Island. Had a young 8 come in right at the break of daylight. Hung around for a while and then took off. Other than that, we've only seen a raccoon so far. Really calm morning, no wind at all. Let's hope that something's on the move and gives us a shot. Well, that's a wrap for this week in Kansas. My first hunt trip to Kansas did not go as planned. Temperatures got up to almost 80 degrees. Deer movement was very minimal. Actually never really saw any chasing going on despite it being, today being November 7th. It's kind of one of those things. We'll see if we can't get back in here late season, but definitely disappointed after this being my first trip and everything that Kansas is said to be. Unfortunately, I didn't get to experience it, so hopefully another time I will.
So after a long, hard week here in Kansas, my first trip to Kansas did not go as planned. The weather didn't cooperate, the bucks didn't cooperate, pretty much nothing really went our way. But I knew this first season, being in Kansas, I needed to get back for a late season hunt. So I did everything I could to make that happen. So I knew I needed to get back, so we targeted a cold front in December for me to head back for a late season hunt when we knew that the bucks would be off the does, the rut would be over, but they'd be hitting the food sources hard, and we're going to try our luck out with a late season hunt.
Round 2, Kansas, here we go. Let's see what we got.
All right, here we are. It's the afternoon of December 17th. We're getting down to the wire. Only a few days left to be able to hunt this season here in Kansas. Not a lot has gone right for us, but we're holding out hope. Today we're over back at the mosquito stand. We hunted this stand pretty hard. First week in November, didn't have any luck. We've had a few shooter bucks. Daylighting this last week. The activity the last few days has not been very good over here, but the wind's right for the stand. We figure the deer got to get on their feet at some point. Hopefully it's while we're here. So here goes nothing. Let's see what we got. Don't move, Zach. Don't you think I should? I will. I'm gonna wait for him to turn a little bit. You think I have a shot now, or give him a second? I would take the shot. spooked and took off. Missed an opportunity, really the first opportunity I've had here in Kansas. Really sucks. We had a couple close encounters with a few bucks. Temperature's really good. Wind is a little iffy. Right now it's alright. There's a chance it could change while we're in here. But it's worth the risk. We know there's some bucks daylight in here. And, you know, my son prayed today that I would get a buck. So let's hope that God answers our prayers and we get a buck on the ground by the end of the evening. I lost him. You got him good, huh? Man, whew. That's full circle right there. I passed that deer first hunt in Kansas. That smoked him. He went right in the middle in there. I lost him.
Hey, that's an old deer.
You think he's old?
That's an old deer.
Oh, man. He gave me a good broadside shot right there.
What do you think about your son?
Oh, man, God answers prayers.
Dude, I think you smoked him.
I mean, the arrow's right in him. We just climbed down. I shot patches about 40, almost 45 minutes ago now. We're gonna go see if we can't get on the blood trail. We reviewed the video. It looked like a good shot in the moment. It still looks like a great shot on camera. I believe he's dead right over there. But we're gonna be real careful not to bump him. And if we need to give him some more time, we will. Man, we're not but 2 yards, 3 yards from where I shot patches, and there's a ton of blood. Grim Reaper broadheads. Best broadhead I've ever shot. Huge fan. Always have great blood trails. Oh, man. It's my first Kansas buck right here. It's a good 4.5-year-old deer. Whew, man. What a journey. It's been a grind this year. You know, we passed this deer. Gosh, my first hunt here in Kansas. Hunted right at the start of the rut. You know, knew he was a good management buck. Here on my last afternoon to hunt, he came in and gave me another shot. And here he is. So just a big thank you to Carr's Big Island for the opportunity to hunt their properties. What an amazing place this is. Thank you to my partner Zach. First time putting down a buck with him, his dad, all the work that they've done. Man, Grim Reaper broadheads sure did do a number on this sucker. double lung shot. Man, there's not enough good things I can say. What an opportunity. I'm very blessed. We've taken a closer look at this deer. And like I said, I saw it the very first day that we were here hunting. And I thought it was a mature deer, but this isn't the typical deer that you're going to try and come to Kansas for, especially, for me driving 8 to 9 hours to get here. So I let him walk. We saw him again today, last afternoon. I thought, you know what, I got to take this deer. I know he's mature. I can't lose this opportunity. But after checking his jaw out, I mean, he has no teeth in here. He does not get teeth until you get back to this far back into his jawline. Take a look at his head. This deer is every bit of 7 or 8 years old. So it just kind of confirms our decision to shoot him. He's a mature buck, and even though the rack may not say trophy, this is a heck of a trophy, being able to get on a buck this old and put him down. So like I said, I'm very blessed. Carter's Big Island, man, I can't say enough good things. And Zach, Jim Cox, the work they did to be able to put me on this deer. I mean, I've never shot a deer this old. This will definitely be a memory of mine. It's a trophy. Man, what a great feeling. Awesome night. Got too far north.
I don't have the flashlight. I'll turn my light on.
See him, Zach?
Oh, he's right up here, isn't he?
I have to go follow the blood trail, I think.
He's right here.
Oh, is he? All right. Let me tag him real quick. We passed this deer our very first hunt here, and Zach said, man, that's either a 3.5-year-old or that's a really old deer.
I was like, man, he's either 3 or he's really, he's way over the top old. And now that I've looked at his forehead and felt his teeth, I think he's over the top old. And how many scars he has.
Yeah, it's a good one to shoot, for sure. Especially the last day, I mean. I told you it was going to happen.
You did. You did. But I am going to FaceTime my kids real quick. Yeah, she said they're in the shower like 20 minutes ago, so. Hey. Y'all are on camera. So if they don't have their pajamas on, then I need to call back.
Happy birthday.
Birthday. Hey, Kane, did y'all have a prayer time this morning?
Yes.
What was your prayer request this morning?
That you shot a deer and you would come home safely.
Man, that's a really good prayer. I appreciate that. Do you think that God answers prayers?
Yes.
What do you think about this? Here, I'm going to turn you around. What do you think about that?
Did you shoot it?
I shot it.
Daddy.
Yes, buddy.
And I prayed that we have a good party.
And you prayed that you had a good party. Well, how about that?
Famous case.
The day that you prayed that I shot a buck, I shot a buck. How about that?
Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey!
All right. Well, hey, we're gonna take some more pictures and we're gonna clean this deer up. All right. So I'll talk to you tomorrow and I'll see you tomorrow night. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right.
That's pretty cool.
That's real cool. All right. So what's the game plan?
is special. You know, especially last night we hunted the same stand and had a 7 come in that we were going to settle for, and I got caught drawn back. Probably wasn't ready, a little indecisive on if we should shoot him or not. And we said in the moment that hopefully things happen for a reason, and things definitely happen for a reason. I've taken a much more mature deer, doing it the right way, and not selling for an underage deer just to shoot a deer.
I'm really excited too because, at Carter's Big Island, they already have really, really big deer, and now we've gotten a chance to harvest 2 of the upper age class deer that are on all these properties. So next year, I can think off the top of my head at least 10 3, 4-year-olds that are going to be bruisers next year. So getting these 2 out was a big part of the management plan that we just started this year. So I can't wait to go along and hunt these places. Man, I'm very respectful of what Roy and Drake have offered up to me. I can't, man, I don't know how to thank people enough that let me deer hunt, because it's a passion of mine, just like baseball was. And man, I feel so blessed to have been in the stand when he shot that. I'm glad I wasn't mic'd up when that buck came in. I knew he was going to shoot him, because I think I was breathing harder than he was.
I actually reached out to Zach and I told him there's a ton of, baseball is a big part of our lives. It's brought us together. There's a ton of hitting gurus out there on Instagram. I said, you know so much about hunting. You're so invested in it. You need to start an Instagram page. And then it kind of turned into the hunting show. And here we are, season 1, laying down some footage. Very blessed to have the opportunity. The properties that we've had access to through Carter's Big Island. We're so blessed. And like Zach said, the opportunity to come together as friends and hunt, that's the most important thing, and everything else is just icing on the cake.